Okay, I think we are live now. Let's see what we can do here. Let's share this with the students. Oh, let me call them because we need to wait for them. Mhm, mhm. Let's wait for them. To change this. So let me go for the morning group. We still have nobody here. Let's wait for them. A couple of them to come in. We need to wait for them. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna enter here. Let's see. Is it you that is online? Who's online? Now now I don't know who's online. Oh my gosh. People who is online. Who is online? Oh, you know what? I can do something with that. Let me give me that, please. The controller, the remote controller. Thank you very much, my baby. Let's wait for some others. Let me use this screen so I can have my chat here. I can see it right away. And then I can just work with this, waiting for the others to show up. We're just waiting for the others. We're going to start in some minutes, so don't you desperate. Probably like in 2 more minutes. In 2 more minutes, we're about to start. Let me put this in a group on a group. It might be like a good idea to post it. Uh, how can I get it? 2020. All right, let me post it here. You know what? I think for next time I need to, I don't know, like do something like a mini portrait for the online class, but I'll see that on the future, on the future. Not now, probably not now. Okay, let's start the class because hey Vicente, hello. How are you, man? Can you listen perfectly now? The class. Um, I would like to ask some of you if you can listen the online class. I want to make sure everybody listen perfectly. So, but I still don't know. So I need to wait for some of you to say something. So far, so good. I'm just fine, Vicente. Thank you for asking. Yesterday we couldn't finish with exercise number 3 in the Interchange fifth edition book. So today we're going to finish with that grammar, and hopefully we're going to finish also with the other grammar focus, and we can just move forward to Unit 10 tomorrow, hopefully. By now, I just want to wait for some others to come to the class on pin map. Perfect. Hyangna is here. Welcome, Hyangna. I think that's for the very first time you're here. I think so. I don't know. Um, you're in the class. Can you go to the front and put the if you can listen, or it can be right. Let's go ahead and start because we're running out of time. Let's start with this right here. You know what? Let me delete that. Boom, delete it. Delete it. Oh, I don't get it. Like, why is this so small? I don't get it. Why is this so small? Anyway, I think we're good. We're good to go now. I think so. No, why? We need something bigger than that. I don't get it. There you go. 5. But we were yesterday here, so that means what we need to do is just to continue with this. Right? Like I said yesterday, let me put this so you can see what we were working with yesterday, right? Yesterday we were talking about height. That was the last question we went through, and this is the form of the question. How tall is she? Yesterday I said that tall is an adjective. So this is the form we use it. WH word plus adjective plus verb be plus subject pronoun. That's the way we use it. All right. Um, then we have two examples. We have how tall is she, right? We give in this case we give specific information, right? We say she's 1 meter 78, or you can say she's 5 foot 10. Right. Now when we didn't have the specific uh, measure, let's say, when we don't have the specific measure, we say something like this, right? How tall is he? So say he is medium height. He is. You have a question, Malorax, my friend, my beloved friend. How are you, Monica? Sorry, I used Nico. It's just because he's my brother. Don't you think about that, all right? Just he's just Probably he's come here to uh, probably to horse around. Bro, you have a question. Hopefully, I will have an answer. Hopefully, I'm not really sure, but you can just go ahead and ask it. In the time Madoras is asking for his question, I am going to go to the next point. Right, the next point is about hair. Right, remember, we are on. Can you please explain your regular and abusive beauty? Oh, yo, come on, man. Yo, my nigga. Yo, man. Get the hell out of here. Let me continue with the class, right? Like I said, we are on page 59, right? Page 59. And we are on exercise number 3, right? Exercise number 3, which is the grammar focus. Exercise number 3. Love you, babe. Right. The next one is hair. We're gonna talk about hair. Now, something I would like to mention, right? Something good to point out is the difference between hair, which is this one, and her. All right. There is a slightly difference in the pronunciation. This one, right? This is her, and this one is hair. There is a difference between them, so don't confuse hair. You say hair. No, this is her. All right, her, hair, her. Nice. Now, with that being said, let's go with the next question, which is how long is her, you see that? Her hair. All right. How long is her hair? That's the question. And you need to practice that, right? That pronunciation is very important because some people, they confuse the pronunciation of these two words. Her hair. Her hair. Right, that's the pronunciation. Her hair. How long is her hair? That's the question. How long is her hair? And then we have different answers, right? That can be answered for this question. Like, for example, it's pretty short, and it's pretty short. So we use this expression pretty. And remember, I said in previous classes that pretty is, we can use it as very, as a substitution of very. All right, it's pretty short, so you say it's very short. It's the same thing. Pretty and very, in this idea, it's the same. It's pretty short. And then we have another question that can be, what color, right? What color is his hair, right? What color is his hair? And then we give an answer like it's dark or light brown, right? It's dark brown or it's light brown. Have these two questions. All right. Remember, her is for female, for woman, women, and his is for men, for male, right? So we have these two questions. Now the next category we have here is age. It's not a secret. Everybody knows about age. Age is when we express how old we are, right? So question, how old, in this case, she, right? How old is she? How old is she? And then we give an answer like she is about 32. Now, when we say she's about 32, remember, right? When we say about, it's not that she's 32, like she's close to 32. She's getting to this age, right? Or probably she's past the 32 years old, right? So it's like she's about 32 or she's more than 32. She's almost 32 or more than 32, right? Probably months, right? To be 32 or months past 32. And then the other answer we have, she's in her, again, pronunciation, her 30s, right? She's in her 30s. Now, 30s is between 30 and 39. So that is the 30s, right? She's in her 30s. I am in my 30s. That's I am in my 30s. That's me in my case, right? How old is he? Next question. How old is he? Say he is in his 20s. Now, something also that I would like to mention about 20s and 30s, right? The 20s is between 20 and 29. The 20s, they have, if when you talk to someone, right, when you speak to a North American, you're going to get different pronunciations. You may get 20s or 20s, which is correct. Both pronunciations are correct. So 20s and 20s. Okay, that's the point about exercise number number 3. All right, exercise number 3. Now we have some other examples, right? Like for example, saying height. I don't know if you remember yesterday I said, right? When we see this word, we may think is hate, but it's not hate because when we pronounce hate, we're saying this word. All right. So be careful with that pronunciation. This is hate. Diulka, welcome to the class. Very welcome to the class. So I was saying, right? This word, the pronunciation of this word is not hate because hate is this word, hate. The pronunciation of this is height. So, as it is plural here, you need to say heights, right? Saying heights. So we're gonna see that right now. Let me put it in black, saying heights. Oh my gosh. There you go. Saying heights. Here we go with one example. Tiffany, let's use whatever word. Let's say Diulka, right? Diulka, she's the one here, right? Diulka is uh, we have an example here. It says 5 again, right? If you're going to say food, that's optional. So you say she's 5'10", and in the United States, people are going to understand this metric. All right, this measure unit. When you say Julka is, right, when you say 5'10", people in the United States are going to understand, right? So people in the US are going to understand. So Julka is 5'10", people understand. So in numbers, it will be right. Julka is 5'10". That's what people understand. All right. So 5'10". Number two, right, is it with the same example? You can say Julka is, then you can say 5'10", right? Sorry, 5'10". And then you can say tall as optional. Julka is 5'10" tall, right? That's how you can express this idea. Julka is 5'10" tall, or like I said at the beginning, right here, Julka is 5'10" or 5'10". And then the other form is the one I said, 5'10", and that's it. Julka is, and then you put 5'10", and that's it. People are going to understand that. So this symbol with number 7. Hey, welcome, Steven. Welcome to the class. Oh, nice. So Julka is 5'10", right? This, I was saying, this symbol right here represents inches, right? Inches. And this one here represents foot or feet in singular, right? Foot in singular and feet in plural. Then with metric, we can use. Let me put this probably here, and then use metric here. With metric, you say Julka. Let's use another example. Let's say Steven, right? Steven is, and then you say, right? Then you say it. Put it here. Steven is 1 meter 778 tall, right? Period. Right. Steven is 1 meter 78 tall. Or you can say Steven is 1 meter 78. Now again, 78, you're going to listen people that says 70 or 70, which is the same. Both are correct, right? And then you can also say Steven is 178 centimeters or centimeters. Both pronunciations are correct. Orlandito, welcome to the class. Oh my gosh, welcome. Nairobi's online as well, so welcome, Nairobi. I mean, Nairobi, my wife, not the other Nairobi. I don't know if the other Nairobi's online. But anyway, right? This is what you really need about this exercise, this unit 3, grammar focus, talking about descriptions, right? Describing people. Now, what I really want you to do, guys, what I really want you to do is to complete um, the exercise 3, part A in your notebooks. All right. Then you can use Edmodo, or you can send pictures to my WhatsApp, and I am going to correct them right away. Um, yeah, that's basically what we need by now. If there is any question, if you have any question, just go ahead and ask it now. If you have any question, because we're about to continue with the class. If you have questions, guys, if you have questions, go ahead and ask them now, because we're about to continue with the class. We're only 7 people online. That's a shame. But I imagine you can just watch the class later on. Again, guys, if you have questions about this unit, this is your chance to ask your questions. Then, if you don't have questions, we're about to continue with today's class. I forgot to ask you, babe. Um, yes, the audio is good. It's good. All right, perfect. Okay, let's move forward to the next exercise. Let's move forward. Listen, we are now on page 60. On page 60, and there is a listening. We're not going to practice that listening. We're going to move forward, and I want you to practice with exercise number 6, which is a writing exercise, right? Want you wait, hold on. Where is the information I had? Oh, here it is. Right? I want you to practice exercise number 6. Okay? Exercise 6, page 60. Want you guys to practice this exercise in your houses. Writing is important. Again, let me repeat this information. Writing, it's really important, because if you don't write, it's harder to remember vocabulary, right? So the more you practice, your writing, the more vocabulary you learn. So the secret of learning vocabulary is writing. The more you write vocabulary and exercises that you practice, the more you learn vocabulary. So that's my personal advice, right? That's a personal advice. Please practice the more um, writings are as possible. The more writings you practice, the better you get in the future. Then we have exercise number 7. We're not going to do exercise number 7, right? Because exercise number 7 is just a snapshot. What you can do with exercise 7 is get the vocabulary um, and with the definitions, right? In English, of course. So write the new vocabulary in your notebooks, get the definition in English, and practice with them, right? You can use also this writing exercise to put into practice this vocabulary in exercise number 7. The same you're going to do with exercise number 8. The same you're going to do with exercise number 8, right? Conversation. Um, if you record, right? Remember, if you record if you record your conversations with your classmates and send the videos to me, you get extra points for participation. All right. The more videos I get, or the more conversations and videos I get, the more points also you get for the end of this book. I see nobody's writing anything, so I assume anybody has any question. So we're going to move forward to exercise number 9. All right, let's go everybody to exercise number 9. There's something I need to have in here also, but this one's going to get, oh, let me put it there. Have seven people, right? And then now 6 people. You see, that's fucked up. Then I'll have this right here. All right. So exercise number 9, the grammar focus exercise, right? This time we're gonna work with modifiers with present participles and prepositions. We're gonna talk about modifiers and present participles. This is the first time we're going to be talking about present participles, right? This is the first time we're going to be talking about present participles. I think this is the first time we're talking about present participles. Is this the first time we talk about present participles? Yeah, I think this is the first time. And I am going to explain this, right? Very easy to understand. So I want everybody to pay attention to what I am going to explain. All right, we're going to talk about modifiers, we're going to use present participles, and we're going to use prepositions. Nice. Let's talk first about present participles. All right, let's talk about present participle. Um, do you know what is a present participle? Because probably you don't know what is a present participle, but I am going to explain what is present participle. All right. Now, as you remember in the first book, in the yellow book, the intro book, we saw the present continuous. And I remember I told you the present continuous is not only ing. Do you remember that? That I said that present continuous is not ing because ing represents a very wide group of different grammars in English, and it is not only the present continuous. What we're going to see here right now is present participle using the ing form. All right. And remember, this ing is not present continuous. Again, let me repeat. This ing form we're going to see in these exercises is not present continuous. This is something completely different from what we know about the present continuous. So, is that clear? Right? Is that clear? Listen again. Present, present continuous, and present participle or participles in this case are not the same. That is something you need to remember for the eternity. Right? This is something you need to remember like forever. Let me put this on another color so you can remember this information. Right? Present continuous and present participle are not the same. So with that being said, let's move to the next exercise. The next example. The example we have here, we have a question first. Question is, who's Diego? It's not Dora's cousin. Like Diego, go, go. Diego, go, go. It's Dora's cousin, right? Of course. I'm talking about Dora. Who's Diego? Remember, WH word, who. Remember, who is to ask about people, right? When we want to know about someone, we use who plus verb be plus subject pronoun, right? I am going to change different colors to all of them so you can remember every action. All right. Verb be in red color and then who with I don't know what, pink, no, purple color. All right. Who's Diego? Go, Diego, go. You see? Diego. So who's Diego? We have one question and we're going to have different answers. The answers that we're going to get here are the ones that we're going to use with present participles. All right. So pay attention to these examples. Pay attention to these examples. Number one, right? Who's Diego? He is, right? So he apostrophe s. He is the man. He's the man. And then I use the participle. Wearing a blue shirt. So this right here is our present participle. I don't know what color to use here. This color? I don't know. Yulka can't see well. Me neither. Neither. Me neither. Well, just give me 1 second. I'm trying. Let me try to put it a little bigger. What about now? Put it a little closer. So who's Diego? What about now? Put it a little less. Huh? Better? Okay, cool. Perfect. Huh? Esdra, hello. How are you, man? Okay, so let's go to the next answer. Next possible answer. All right. So wait, hold on. Let me explain this, right? He is the man, right? So when I say the man, I am pointing specifically to someone. All right. Because listen, English sometimes it's a little confusing with the genders. You remember genders, right? Genders is the sex of the person, if it's uh, female or male, right? So sometimes in English it's a little confusing because some people may have the same name, right? Some people may have the same name and they are different genders. Um, Imagine, for example, Maria. All right, Maria can be a man, can be a woman. So in here, you are saying that this Diego is a man, right? So with the subject pronoun here, right? Because imagine you ask she, or who is Dora? Who's Dora? You say she. And here you give the sex to the subject pronoun here. That's basically what they want. Oh, say hello, baby. So he is the man. He's the man. Where, right? This is the verb where plus the ing. You see, like I said here, present participle plus ing. So present participle is a verb, right? So verb with the ing form. So he is the man wearing a blue shirt. He's the man wearing a blue shirt. And then the other example we have here is he is he is the one, right? When we say he's the one, we can use also the one as a substitution, right? So he's the one, put this in black. So he's the one talking to uh Brooke. Let's use another name. Let's say Vicente, all right? And then we have here, oh my gosh, what? We have our present participle. And I am going to put this purple as well, so for you to recognize it. And then, so verb and ing form. Who's Diego? He's the man wearing a blue shirt. Who's Diego? He's the one talking to Vicente. These two answers are completely correct. These two answers are correct. Now let's use now prepositions. All right. This is talking about present participles. Remember, present participles. Now we're going to use prepositions. Question. Who's Vicente? Right, question. Who's Vicente? And we're gonna say he's well, in the book has a woman now, so let's change this for a woman. Let's say Nairobi, which is here, right? Nairobi, Diulka, whatever. Diulka, let's say Diulka. Who's Diulka? And then, of course, Diulka is not he. Diulka is she. So she is the woman. She's the woman. And then we're going to use the preposition. This is the preposition, all right. With. Let me put another space. and then let me write here preposition. Preposition, or in plural, prepositions. So who is Julka? Again, right? Pay attention. Who, and then verb be plus the subject pronoun. Let me change the colors so you get familiar with them and you get not no confused with this. So these prepositions, we're going to put a different color, but let me finish with the idea, right? She's the woman with long black hair. Remember, right? She's the woman with long black hair. And then we change this color to orange. And we change the color to orange. So you get the idea better. Answer number 2. We have another question. It says, which one is, in this case, right? We're going to use Nairobi. Which one is Nairobi? Which one is Nairobi? So remember, which is also a WH word, right? Which is also a WH word. Which is when we have different options. Hey, Ramona, how are you? Welcome to the class. You're very welcome to the class, Ramona. So as I was saying, which is when we have different options. All right. So you say, which one is Nairobi? Which one is Nairobi? So you say, she is the tall one. No, let's say the short one because Nairobi is short. Pregnant. Oh, it can be the pregnant one. Yeah. Yeah, but it would be like too obvious. Right, she's the pregnant. She is the pregnant one, right? And listen, in here, what we are doing is we are using pregnant as an adjective because we are describing, right? We are describing a person, right? What is pregnant? Pregnant is when you have a baby inside, right? So like my in wait, now you know what? Now it's gonna be a little harder, but whatever. In address. In address. Well, it can be an address, or how do you call that? Like when you have, I don't know how to call that. I forgot. But anyway, right, an address. She's a pregnant one. Let's say for you to understand it better, right? Um, Not an address, right? She is the pregnant one in uh, leggings, because leggings are um, soft and they're good for pregnant women, right? So let's use leggings to make it easier for you guys to understand what's going on here. Now listen, I am going to put in orange color because in is the preposition. So how do we form this? Very easy. The way we form it is using, right, subject pronoun plus verb be, and then the adjective, right, plus one. This is the way you use it. She's the pregnant one. Let me I am going to put this right underlined so you understand. You can change this for whatever other adjective you want to use to describe that person. Right? Which one is Nairobi? She's the pregnant one in leggings, or she is the short one in jeans in leggings, or she's the tall one. She's the I don't know, like blonde one can be blonde. You remember blonde yesterday when you have your hair, right? Your hair dyed like yellow. We say blonde, right? So she's the blonde one in leggings. So what is important here for you to remember, we use in as a preposition. All right. And in also is a preposition of place, which is something that you already know, right? So we're using it in here to describe uh, people, to describe people. Now, the next question we have is who are the last name? Well, the Aquinos. Oh my gosh, that sounds good. Who are the Aquinos? That's my last name. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's good to use my last name sometimes. So, who are the Aquinos? Answer they, of course, because right, I am here, I am talking about a family, right? A group. Who are here says that is plural, right? This is not singular. The meaning here is plural. So who are the Aquinos? Say they are, or the short form, right? They're the people, and then we use the preposition next to the window. Oh my gosh, let me put this a little shorter. Preposition next to, right? So they are the people, then right, the people, because like I said, is a group, because we're talking in plural. They are the people next to the window. And the last example we have here is which ones are the Aquinos? Oh no, let's use another last name. Batista. Batistas, right? Which ones are the Batistas? Now, again, right? When I say ones, which ones are, I am not speaking singular. I am speaking plural, right? In this case, I am asking plural. Who's Randy? He's the man without t-shirt. Very good example. Yes, Ezra. That example is correct. Is very good example. Now, exactly when you say who's Randy, you need to put the question mark. Who's Randy? Question mark. He is the man without t-shirt. Right? So you just forgot the question mark. Like this. Who's Randy? Question mark. And then you give the answer. All right. That's the only detail about it. Let's get back here. Which ones, like I said, right? Which ones, I am talking in plural, and I am using the verb be in plural as well, like in this example, right? I am using plural. So when I use plural, the answer is plural, of course, right? So we say they are the ones, of course, because we're speaking plural. They are the ones, and then we use the preposition on the couch. Remember, this pronunciation is couch, couch, right? And then the ones, right? We put the ones in here because remember, we're using the plural, and then on, which is our preposition. And then let me put these also underlined, right? So you see, this kind of grammar, it's very easy. The only thing you need to do in your houses is to practice. Remember, you have internet connection, so you can practice with your friends, with your classmates. Send messages to each other, writing examples, and correct yourselves. Then, if you have any question about um, a topic or whatever, you can just go ahead and ask me. You can also leave comments here in the channel, and I can just go ahead and answer all your questions. And I'll have my time to make sure we're going to have that interaction. Okay, so with that being said, what I want you to do is to uh, complete part A and and part B to Edmodo, or you can send them to the WhatsApp group. So whatever question you have, we can just go ahead and correct all of this together. So well, guys, we finished for today. We finished. If you have any question, this is your time to ask your questions. If not, if you don't have any question, then we will see each other tomorrow. Right. So thank you guys for being in this class. Remember, practice. The more you practice, the better you get. Remember, this body needs to be locked down. So, guys, stay safe. Don't